My topic is on the bailout bill, and I'll be responding to my opponent's main claim, which is stated the bill will have a significant negative effect on our economy. And what I'll be doing is analyzing his secondary claims. The first one being because the bill is so focused on short-term effects and not so much on the long-term. And the second and last point, which is stated the bill is overlooking the major problem of foreclosures too focused on stock market. And by analyzing these claims, I will show that my opponent's main claim is invalid. And so starting with his first secondary claim, which was because the bill is so focused on short-term effects and not so much on the long-term, the advocate first starts by saying that in the long run, the bill will be hurtful and damaging to the economy, but he does not provide any facts or evidence to support his claim. In my source from Yahoo News, President Bush addresses the uncertainty of the timing of the bill's aid and benefits for the economy in an article titled "Bailout Signs, Now It's Wait and See Its Effects." And he states that my administration will move as quickly as possible, but the benefits of this package will not all be felt immediately. And then after this claim, the advocate goes on to say that the bill is just going to basically place a cushion for the economy until it is ready to recover. And I believe this isn't a negative effect on the economy. I believe this is actually what the bill was intended and supposed to do. So it's basically supposed to keep the economy afloat and not necessarily to give it a boost. Tony Fredo, who is the White House Deputy Secretary, in an article titled "Congress Passes $700 Billion Wall Street Bill," which was posted on October 3rd, he states the main purpose of this bill, and he says, "This legislation is to fix a problem in our financial markets. It's not sold as giving a boost to the economy, but rather preventing a crisis in our economy. If it works as well as we hope it will, credit will be able to begin flowing again." And then his last supporting claim, or supporting point, he says, "Another long-term effect is that the bill is stacking on almost another $1 trillion to the national debt. That's almost a 10% increase in over a 2-year term, as recorded from zfacts.com. And an article from the New York Times that I found, which was posted also on October 3rd, titled "Bailout Plan Wins Approval, Democrats Vow Tighter Rules," says otherwise, saying that officials say the final cost of the bailout bill will be far less than $700 billion because the government will resell the assets that it buys. And so that concludes the first secondary claim. And onto the second and last secondary claim, he states the bill is overlooking the major problem of foreclosures, too focused on stock market. And my response to his claim is that it is obvious that foreclosures are a big problem, but the advocate makes a faulty claim by stating that the bill is overlooking the problem of the foreclosure. On WashingtonPost.com, there's an article that breaks down and summarizes the final bailout bill, which was posted in September 28th. And it states that the bill does not ignore the growing foreclosure rate in several places. In Section 103, titled Considerations, it says, "In using authority under this Act, the Treasury Secretary is required to take a number of considerations into account." And here it lists several things, such as including the interest of taxpayers or minimizing the impact on the national debt. But it also states preserving home ownership as one of the considerations. And in another section, Section 109, titled Foreclosure Mitigation Efforts, it states, "For mortgages and mortgage-backed securities acquired through TARP, which is the Troubled Asset Relief Program, the Secretary must implement a plan to mitigate foreclosures, meaning to reduce the foreclosures, and to encourage servicers of mortgages to modify loans through Hope for Homeowners and other programs." And in one more point in that article, Section 110, titled Assistance to Homeowners, it says, requires federal entities that hold mortgages and mortgage-backed securities, including the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the FDIC, and the Federal Reserve, to develop plans to minimize foreclosures. And so, so I've analyzed my opponent's secondary claims, and I have provided my sources, and so I hope that in light of what I've provided, you'll see that my opponent's claim, which was the bill will have a significant negative effect on our economy, is an invalid claim.